Welcome back to In Defense of the Awkward Moment. Just wanted to do a quick video on the Xbox One Talen Media Remote. This is a remote that's designed to be used with Xbox Ones or Xbox One S's so that you can control the content on the Xbox without actually having to have a controller on and active all the time. Anybody who's ever tried to do anything other than play video games on their Xbox knows it's kind of a pain in the butt to be sitting there watching the movie or the TV show or whatever, and then to have the controller turn off, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So instead, you go and you get yourself one of these Talen Media remotes. They come in a box that looks like this. I thought about doing an unboxing, but literally there's a box, and on the inside of it there's a cardboard thing that holds the remote. They retail for about $20. You can get them anywhere this kind of a thing is sold, Amazon, Best Buy, etc., etc. I went and got mine from Best Buy, and really, this is just a kind of a quick segue. At some point in time, Best Buy became kind of an okay place to buy electronics from. There was a time when it was really overpriced, really expensive kit that you could buy anywhere else other than Best Buy, and now that's kind of changed. There's pretty good prices for electronic kit that you're buying there. So, in any event, here is the actual remote. You'll notice when I wiggle my hand, it has backlights behind most of the buttons that are controlled by what I can only assume is an accelerometer inside of the remote. Can't really see this thing super duper well, but you've got all your controls here on the remote. You've got your Xbox buttons, your directional buttons here in the middle, your four X, A, B, and Y buttons. They're actually the only buttons on the remote here off to the side. Let's see if I can angle it, get a little bit of light. They're actually the only buttons on this remote that don't light up, which is a little weird. It would have been cool if those would have lit up with the actual, different colors of the buttons. You've got numeric buttons on here for dialing in channels, channel up and channel down, volume up and volume down, all the usual Xbox buttons, mute, clear, etc., etc. It's clear that this wasn't just designed to emulate an Xbox controller, but actually to, kind of mimic some of the other features that you would find in an entertainment center control set up. Microsoft really wanting people to use the Xbox One S to be the center of their entertainment system. Does not use RF, uses infrared to communicate with your Xbox. That's kind of important. While the original Xboxes did not have an infrared blaster on them, you had to use the Kinect. The Xbox One S's actually do have a built-in infrared blaster down in the lower right-hand corner of the console, below the white plastic piece, the black base that it sits on. If you look really closely, you'll see a little shiny, elongated circle there, which is where the IR blaster is. Works extraordinarily well. Takes 2 AAA batteries. They come with it, which is cool in this day and age. It's just plug and go. Because it uses IR instead of Wi-Fi Direct, which is what the Xbox One S controllers use to interface with the console, this is always on. You point it, you push a button, it blasts an IR signal out. If the Xbox happens to hear or see the IR signal, it performs the function. That's extraordinarily cool because it means that when that thing is sitting there, it's using next to no batteries, and you don't always have to turn on and lock on again. Light your controller up and connect it to the system again whenever you want to pause something. It just works. Now, slight downside to this. Because it uses IR and not Wi-Fi Direct, I have 2 Xboxes in my living room, one for me, one for my lovely wife. The IR blasters in Microsoft's equipment are so strong that even if you're not anywhere in the immediate vicinity of the Xboxes, this will turn on every Xbox. Every Xbox within a 10-mile radius will get turned on by this. I was able to effortlessly trigger both of my Xboxes at once to do things with this, which was cool at first and then annoying later. I'm told that if you turn your Xbox onto energy-saving mode instead of instant on mode, that will disable the IR sensor on the front of it when the Xbox is off. I haven't actually tested that. There's actually quite a robust community out there in terms of interfacing with the IR blaster on the front of the Xbox. Apparently it doesn't just receive IR, but it's also capable of broadcasting it as well, so that when you send commands to the Xbox can then spit those commands back out through its IR blaster to other equipment in your living room that might be paying attention to it. Very, very cool. Microsoft went ahead and published the IR codes that were necessary in order to do this, so people could interface with the Xbox One S and the Connect using homebrewed stuff, and I think that's just really, really cool. Yeah, the only thing you need to do if you do happen to have two Xboxes in the same room is just get yourself some like electrician's tape, just a tiny little piece of it the size of your thumbnail. Tear it off right over the little sensor. You get down there with a flashlight, you'll see it. It's a shiny patch on the console. Again, lower right corner in the black. Look up Xbox One S IR blaster. Google that and do an image search, and you'll see where it is on the console. But other than that, if you happen to have multiple Xboxes, this is just an absolutely fantastic gizmo. worked right out of the chute, did everything that I wanted it to, and anybody who's interested in using their Xbox for more than just a game console should seriously consider getting one. Thanks for watching.